6 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Kanuz Ashraf. First, the headlines. Prime Minister says Pakistan believes in peaceful coexistence, but its desire for peace must not be construed as a sign of weakness. A three-day speakers conference begins in Islamabad today to explore common means of combating terrorism and enhancing connectivity in the region. China says it will continue to put Pakistan at its priority in neighboring diplomacy. All Parties Hurriyat Conference has strongly denounced the continued detention of its chairman Sayyid Ali Gilani. Russia says the US decision to provide lethal weapons to Ukraine will further fuel the conflict in eastern parts of the country. Pakistan Cricket Board has announced a 15 members ODI squad for 5-match series against New Zealand. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shahid Haqqan Abbasi says Pakistan is in safe hands and will rise and stand tall with grace among the Committee of Nations by foiling all designs against it. He was addressing as a chief guest at the Pakistan Navy's 108th Midshipman and 17th Short Service Commissioning Course parade in Karachi today. The Prime Minister said Pakistan is committed to promote friendly ties with the neighbouring countries. Shahid Haqqan Abbasi said,
Pakistan believes in peaceful coexistence and a friendly neighborhood. We do not harbor any aggressive designs. However, our desire for peace must not be construed as a sign of weakness or indifference to the developments taking place in the region. Any disguised or unnatural arrangements for supremacy would neither succeed nor serve the purpose of peace and stability.
He said that any unnatural arrangements for supremacy would neither succeed nor serve the purpose of peace and stability. He said Pakistan is committed to foil any designs aimed at disrupting peace in the region. The Prime Minister said Pakistan Navy had been contributing to the overall deterrence and the national security, and in the wake of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, with Gwadar Port being its central component, its role has increased. He said that Pakistan Navy is vigilant and determined to defend the maritime interests of Pakistan. Earlier, the Prime Minister also gave away the prizes to the cadets who showed excellence during the training process. In total, 129 officers passed out, including 57 Pakistani, 46 foreigners and 26 from Short Service Commissioning Course. Foreign Minister Khwaja Asif has said that frustrations on diplomatic front in United Nations and war in Afghanistan are reflected in statements of US administration. In a tweet today, he said, "Don't blame or threat us and learn from our experiences in war against terror if that is our common objective." A three-day speakers conference begins in Islamabad today with an objective to focus on parliamentary cooperation for peace, connectivity, and prosperity in the region. Speakers from Afghanistan, China, Iran, Pakistan, Russia, and Turkey are participating along with their respective parliamentary delegations. The conference will enable the participating countries to engage in meaningful discussions to explore common means of combating terrorism, maintaining peace, and enhancing connectivity of people and states. China says CPEC has achieved tangible results leading to a new economic miracle, and Beijing will continue to put Pakistan at its priority of neighboring diplomacy. This was stated by newly appointed Chinese ambassador to Pakistan, Yao Jing, after assuming the charge of its new assignment in Pakistan. He said China is willing to work with Pakistan to step up policy synergy and conduct all-round pragmatic cooperation to strengthen people-to-people ties, enabling this region to better benefit from China-Pakistan relations. He said we will continue to work together to build a China-Pakistan community of shared future, leading the trend of the new type of international relations in the new era. Prime Minister's Advisor on National History and Literacy Heritage Irfan Siddiqui says it is the responsibility of political parties to follow the democratic vision of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah to make Pakistan a peaceful and prosperous country. He was addressing a function arranged by Nazir-e-Pakistan Council in Islamabad. He said Pakistan is blessing for Muslims, and in the present day, one could see the living conditions of Muslims in India. There were only few people who changed the course of history and created a new country, and Quaid was one of them. This is Radio Pakistan. Azad Jammu and Kashmir Prime Minister Raja Farooq Haider Khan says the unresolved Kashmir dispute is a serious threat to peace in South Asia. Talking to the AJK Cabinet and Legislative Assembly members in Islamabad today, he said implementation of the UN Security Council resolutions on Kashmir is the only way forward for peaceful settlement of the dispute. In occupied Kashmir, all parties Hurriyat Conference has strongly denounced the continued detention of its chairman Sayyid Ali Gilani, who has completed 8 years under house arrest. In a statement in Srinagar, the Hurriyat Conference said that the Indian police have so far failed to produce any court order or administrative document in support of Sayyid Ali Gilani's illegal house arrest. The statement said stopping the pro-freedom leaders from performing their religious, political and social obligations is gross violation of human rights and interference in their personal and religious rights. Havildar Munir Khan, who was martyred along with 2 other soldiers in a firing from across the Pak-Afghan border in Mohmand Agency yesterday, was laid to rest at his hometown in Bajor Agency with full military honor today. People from all walks of life, including tribal and religious leaders and officials of the security forces and local administration, attended his funeral. Russia says the U.S. decision to provide Ukraine with lethal weapons will fuel the conflict in eastern part of the country. Russia's Deputy Foreign Minister Gregory Krasim told the state-run RIA news agency today that the U.S. move raises the danger of derailing the process of peaceful settlement of the Ukrainian conflict. The U.S. State Department said yesterday that Washington would provide Ukraine with enhanced defensive capabilities. China has called on relevant countries to work for easing tension on the Korean peninsula to properly resolve the issue. This was stated by China's Foreign Ministry spokesperson Hu Chunyang in Beijing today while responding to the UN Security Council's new resolution against North Korea. She said China calls on all sides to implement the UN Security Council resolutions in a comprehensive and balanced manner in order to push for a peaceful solution to the Korean peninsula issue. The United Nations Security Council has reaffirmed its strong commitment to the unity, sovereignty, independence, and territorial integrity of Yemen. In a unanimously approved statement, the Security Council strongly condemned the ballistic missile attack by Yemen's Houthi rebels on Saudi Arabia's capital Riyadh on Tuesday. It also expressed alarm at the stated intention of the Houthis to continue such attacks against Saudi Arabia as well as to launch additional attacks against other states in the region. The Security Council called for implementation of an arms embargo on the Houthis and called on the parties in Yemen to start negotiating a political settlement. Pakistan Cricket Board has announced a 15-member ODI squad for the 5-match series against New Zealand to be played from 6th of the next month in New Zealand. Chief Selector Pakistan Inzamam ul Haq announced the squad in a press conference in Lahore this evening. Sarfaraz Ahmed will lead the team while Azhar Ali, Fakhr Zaman, Imam ul Haq, Babar Azam, Shoaib Malik, Muhammad Hafiz, Haris Sohail, Fahim Ashraf, Muhammad Nawaz, Muhammad Amir, Shadab Khan, Hassan Ali, Amir Yamin, and Ruman Reis are part of the team. And finally, the weather report. Mainly cold and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 24 hours. However, light rain with light snowfall over the hills is expected at isolated places in Malakand Division and Gilgit-Baltistan. Foggy conditions are likely to prevail over central and southern Punjab and upper Sindh during night and morning hours. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming on the link facebook.com Radio Pakistan News Official.